Hello and welcome to this video tutorial showing how to make calls without a SIP proxy and how to call multiple destinations in sequence or in parallel. Today's agenda is quite straightforward. First, we'll look at how to make a simple SIP call without a proxy, then we'll show you how to dial more destinations in sequence and in parallel. Parallel calls can be configured in two ways. The devices used in this video will be my phone with mobile video, an Indoor Touch 2.0 and a Yealink T58. We'll use this phone to show you how easy it is to set up a SIP direct call. First of all, let's go to Directory. Here we can create a new user. Name the user and fill in the phone's IP address in the following format: SIP:IP.address. There are other formats you can use and parameters you can specify to dial different destinations, but this is the simplest way you can set up a SIP direct call, by calling an IP address. Of course, this will only work with other SIP direct capable devices. Okay, save the user once you've filled in everything you wanted, and then continue to Services, Phone. Here are two important fields for SIP direct. Some phones use phone number or ID to identify the intercom, others use the domain. Please refer to our interoperability manual to find out if we tested the device you'd like to use and which of these two should be used. Now let's go to Hardware, Buttons and assign the user we created to one of the quick dial buttons. Select the user from the list and click Add. If you don't want to go to the intercom and press the button physically, you can test its functionality from here. Alright, let's verify if it works. It does, but please note there might be some setup of the called party necessary as mentioned before. Okay, so now that you know how to make a simple call, we can move on to creating some more complex scenarios. Let's begin with sequential dialing. Just enter more numbers into the phone number fields. As mentioned before, there are numerous formats and parameters you can use to dial different destinations. At the top, you can see the SIP direct syntax we used previously. For example, if you need to define a port to be used, add :port number to the end of the IP address. Number 2 is a format commonly used with SIP proxies. You can specify more parameters as shown in the tooltip. The one shown here specifies the extension number and forces it to call via SIP account number 2 by filling in /2. The third one is specific to our answering units. You can call them by the format device: and their device name. This way you don't have to worry about their IP address, as they will identify themselves to other 2N devices by their device name. What if you'd like to call more numbers in sequence? You can use the deputy user to chain another set of numbers to this user, for example a concierge station. The length of the sequence is not limited. Should you need to adjust the ringing duration per one number, just go to Services, Phone and Calls. And from there you can adjust the ring time limit. The last thing you need to do is to assign the user starting the sequence to a quick dial button. How's it going to work? The first user in the chain is assigned to a quick dial button. Their numbers will ring in this order and the concierge user can act as a backup. As you can see, the concierge is just another user. In our example, the concierge only has one number, but of course there could be more and it could be linked to another deputy. And as you can see, it jumps seamlessly through the destinations we've defined. Sometimes you might need to dial more destinations at the same time. That's possible, and you can ring up to 16 destinations at the same time. This can be done in two ways. The first one is the group call checkbox. We'll use the same users as we used previously, but we'll check the group call checkboxes to group the numbers together. If the checkbox is not checked, the next number will be dialed afterwards, sequentially. Again, make sure to assign the first user to a quick dial button. The way it works is simple. The first user is assigned to a quick dial button. All numbers are dialed at the same time, even the deputy and their numbers. As you can see here, all devices ring at the same time. The first one to pick up would get the call and others would be dropped. Another way to call more destinations at the same time is to assign multiple users to a single button. We'll use the previous configuration again, but we'll remove the link to our concierge user. This means that only this user's numbers are grouped and the deputy won't be dialed at all. Now we'll go to hardware buttons, where we already have the original user assigned to the button, and we'll assign another one, concierge in our case. Click Add. So how does this work? Well, all users' first numbers are called at the same time once the button is pressed. Depending on the group call checkbox, other numbers might be dialed at the same time as well. The concierge user is not linked to this user anymore, but he's still dialed at the same time due to being assigned to the same quick dial button. The behaviour will look identical to the previous example, but it might be easier to manage since you don't have to look for linked users and you can easily edit button assignments. That's all for today. We hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching, and we wish you a pleasant experience with 2N products.